Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs Kitchen. Well, we're in for another night's live of Nifty Nozzles, and we're going to be having fun with Karen and India in the kitchen tonight. You've had a right selection tonight, haven't you? So Karen's on comments, India's on camera, and tonight I thought we'd use the Bridgid's cake kit, all down to Margot Cook because she was struggling. So I hope you're watching, Margot. And I thought we'd finish it off with a little autumn wreath. I've called it a winter wreath, but I meant an autumn wreath. Anyhow, so winter wreath will do. It doesn't really matter, does it? So first of all, we'll get the cake out because I've made one. So I'll take that out of the freezer now, the one we're going to decorate, and then I'll show you how to put one together, and then we'll crack on with what's it.
Check, are we on YouTube?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. Alison, she says no. Yeah, we're on YouTube.
She nearly passed out. I've never seen her fly out the freezer so fast. Your finger's cold.
Oh, definitely.
That's heavy. So the big kits, we've always been doing the 6-inch, and I don't think we've done any other size apart from 6-inch, have we? So Claire did the 5-inch last night. So then we've done the 10-inch, okay, but we're not sure if it's a 10-inch. It's a 10-inch kit. But Karen's pan, they said it was a 10-inch, but we couldn't get the card to fit, so we don't know what size, but it's a big cake anyhow. So this has just come straight out of the freezer, so this is one I prepared earlier, because this is the one we're going to decorate.
Watching and paying attention.
Yeah, good girl. Right, good girl, because this one was for you. I wasn't meant to be doing this, Margot, so just make sure you know that this was for you. So I've got a jar of jam here, so let's get this on top of here.
So we've got 3 people so far on YouTube saying evening all, good evening to everyone. So I think everyone's really excited for this.
Yeah, fantastic, good. Well, it's looking all right so far, isn't it?
I think it looks
Right, so this is the one that I made earlier. That I made good catch.
That's all we need.
Exactly.
And I'll wash everything in a minute.
Yeah. But we need to get this one undone because we need the kit. So I'm just going to stick that there a minute. Right, so we made this morning. There we go. Just peeled it off. Now you'll see it's 2 colours, that's deliberate, believe it or not. So that is deliberate, and the reason it's deliberate because I'm going to turn this cake upside down, so it's a bit like an ombre. So I haven't got I can't think what I'm going to say. I haven't got what have I not got? Oh yeah, we've got a small card. Because there was something wrong with Karen's tin.
Yep. So got a dodgy tin, I tell you. It says 10-inch on it, but it must be a dodgy one.
Wouldn't fit in the card, so we had to go in for the next one down. Anyhow, there we go. So.
No wonder my cakes have always been a bit funny.
There we go.
You've got a great audience already. We've got 212 at the moment.
Oh, fantastic.
How are we doing on YouTube there, India?
We have 30 people watching so far.
Ah, fantastic. Goody good. So let me just take this off.
She's throwing things around tonight. India, can I give you that while I wash the cake?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you.
And then you just peel this off, and this will be the straightest cake I've ever had. Ta-da! Look at that! Never had one with those smooth sides before, have I, girls?
Absolutely, look at
Yeah.
that. Look at them sharp edges.
Yeah, goody good. So nice sharp edges. So let's show you how we did it. Let's get this on the board first. So let me get a little bit of buttercream on this board. Oopsie daisy.
But everyone was very impressed with the straight edges there.
Yeah.
Everyone absolutely gave us all the hearts.
Because I think you're all starting all the small ones, aren't you? And you're getting used to it now. And then some of you are a bit scared of the big ones. So when Margot had said she'd had problems with hers, I said, right, okay, I'll do it for you.
Kathy just said, wing it, fling it.
Well, that... yeah, well, that's how it goes in there, Kathy. You know how it is. I'm very relaxed about my cake decorating. Now and again I go under, now and again, but I've gone under that many times. I'm trying not to go under anymore, just laugh. Because it's it's better that I do. Albeit I'm sure you lot pee yourselves laughing when I'm going under at times. So I do laugh after a live when it's all gone horribly wrong. I was laughing with Karen today about, she was having a conversation like with her mother, I don't know, months ago, years ago, whenever it was. And it's like my Facebook lives, you never know where they're going, do you? You all look at it and think, oh, right, what's she doing there? What's she doing? All right. And then suddenly it all turns out all right. But I do just wing everything I do, so I never know what I'm going to start with. So this is the cake we're going to decorate tonight, all right? So this is going to have our winter wreath on it. So we've got a couple of holes in it. I always seem to get a few holes in. This marbling is what I did want, the two colours. So I'm going to touch it. I'm going to follow Claire Corbett today, and I'm going to touch it up with a bit of green wonder, bit of gold wonder dust. And I can't put any silver sparkles on because Claire's got them. Because someone with a big gob ear, i.e. me, said, oh, you can have them, Claire. Not actually thinking I haven't got my own. The one and only set. John said, why did you do that? I said, I've no idea. No idea.
I was laughing when you did that. I thought, here she goes again.
Yeah, no idea at all. Right, so let's get this down here. Oops, a daisy.
So everyone is still coming in and saying good evening. Harlem has just said those kits are a game changer.
They are, they're brilliant, aren't they? You know, I mean, it's like Claire, she can cover a cake, and lots of you can buttercream a cake, and it's dead easy to you, but me, I always get a slight edge like that, or sometimes it goes like that, because I don't get my smoother on properly. Anyhow, let's get cracking. So, buttercream, where do you want the camera now, India?
I'll adjust it to wherever you want
Right.
to be.
So, it doesn't need washing, it's fine. Yeah. So what we're going to do is just turn on the mixer again. So you're going to need, for this kit, for this size cake, you are going to need 2 kilos of buttercream. All right, it might be too much that really, but make 2 kilos of buttercream. I like it a nice thick buttercream around the edge, so it depends how generous you want to be. So we've already made up one batch of buttercream. I'm going to make up another one now. So I've got my butter in. Got my butter in. Let's get this off. Whip it till it's all lovely, nice and light and whippy. So it feels like margarine.
Claire says, I'm going to teach you, Carol. We'll do it ghost style.
Ghost style. What are you going to do? Put the glitter on while you're at your place and send pictures? Stick it all over your screen and then send me a picture and goes, that's what it looks like. Right, so the icing sugar. So we've got 250 grams of butter in here, and we're now going to put in a kilo of icing sugar.
And Antonia's buzzing because her Nifty's
Oh, did they arrive? Oh, poor Antonia. So there's 4 ladies whose nozzles went missing by Hermes. So we're tracking them with Hermes at the moment. And Antonia was one of the ladies. She sat there patiently waiting. And I remember signing Antonia's. I don't remember everybody's I've signed. But her name came up and I said, oh, right, that's it. I wasn't talking about it yet. I just remember reading it. And so when you said you hadn't got them, I thought, well, we definitely sent them. Because there was Roxy's, we remember, as well, wasn't there?
I was laughing because I said, oh, I've got Roxy's here, and I pass it to you, and you did your signature.
Yeah, because I was signing them all off, popping them in the envelopes, and Karen was bagging them up. And then we changed over. Right, okay, so I keep going for this spatula here, and I can't use it because it's got where I've taken off the lid. It's got.
Do you want another one?
It's alright, I'll wipe it in a minute.
So we're using just velvet vanilla today because it's such a big cake. We're using velvet vanilla.
Well, to be fair, there's no smell-o-vision, is there? So we can tell you anything. But we are using velvet vanilla.
You make it sound like it's so suspicious. You're like, oh, we're using black cherry, but actually it's velvet vanilla.
Well, Claire last night used key lime, and I've not used key lime for so long. Yeah. It was delicious, so. In fact, some of this is going to have a bit of key lime on it because I'm going to use some of it up. It's good when you're using velvet vanilla, because if you've got bits of other flavours, so some of the flowers are going to be key lime flavours, and some of them, I don't know what the other flavour is actually. So
Donna, those 3 tins that Claire used last night, it's the 3 tins, it's 150 grams of batter divided into, so it's 50 grams of batter per tin.
Oh, did I tag you in somebody's message last night?
No.
It might not come up because it wouldn't let me tag on the live. And then I remember taking a screenshot and not shared it with you. So we've put in the icing sugar, we've chopped it in. Okay, so we're going to get the cake. And we're going to cut up the cake the Karen McFarland way, which means it's not going to be straight. But we don't worry about things like that, do we? This cake's not straight, that's decorated here. I'm taking this one down to the Stockport Homes because they've helped me out with a little job. I said, right, I'll bring you in cake.
Oh, did
so they're getting it, yeah. So let me just turn that on.
They're going to be waiting for you.
Hey?
They're going to be waiting for you.
Yeah.
Next time you cook cake, they took cake and they were waiting for you, weren't they?
So we're going to, instead of me stop chatting, I'm going to carry on working and chat through it. So listen, because I've got lots of things to tell you tonight. Right, let me go and get my cake.
Josie has just said, good evening everyone. Carol, I was busy all day doing my cupcakes with the Russian mini nozzles for my birthday.
Very good. How have they come out? Have they come out well, have they? So let me do this. Now we haven't got a big cutter for these, so Karen was laughing this morning because I eyeballed them. And she said, oh, I don't know how you eyeball it. And I said, I don't get Karen because I can't spell, I can't add up. But I'm good at eyeballing. I can't get my words out.
Oh, and one that you can't cut straight.
Yeah, and at the moment I can't cut my cake straight. But you know what, I can eyeball. There we go.
Because you even did that with Simon when he said, no, that's not that size. And you went, excuse me.
Yeah, well, Simon who knows it all. It always kills him when I get the size right. And he does his best to beat me. It really winds him up. He likes to be precise. No, it's 3.25. Alright then. So is our thing washed and yeah, it's already, isn't it? Great. Right, so now we've used Victoria sponge, and really for such a big cake we did have a bit of a boo-boo, Karen and I, doing this. We should have used a Madeira cake, something a bit stronger. But anyhow, Victoria sponge it is. So let's see if I can do a half decent cut. Don't be jealous now. At my cuts. That's not too bad, is it?
That's very good, that.
Well, I don't know if it's very good. But it'll do. It's better than the norm, isn't it?
I feel like we all hold our breath when this happens. We're all like...
I hold my breath. I know what you're supposed to do, I just don't do it. Right, let's clean up.
So while you're getting things ready there, Carol.
Yeah. Ask away, anything you want.
No, could you remind people about what's happening on the 1st of September?
What's happening on the 1st of September? Oh, my class.
Icing sugars.
Oh, right, okay then, yeah, I was going to talk to them about that in a minute. Yeah, don't worry. Got loads of things to talk to you about, but I'll get talking in a minute. Right, okay, so, because what I want to do is I want to get this in the freezer first. And then while I'm bagging up, some of you can take yourself for a walk and some of you can stay and watch. Because I don't bag up pre the live, because sometimes the buttercream firms up and then it's hard in the nozzles. So I like to do it fresh while I'm with you, and then that way we can, I forgot what I was going to say now. I like to do it fresh while I'm with you. Do you know, I feel as though I've got a bit of dementia because I can't remember what I've got to say tonight. Right, this is Karen's 10-inch pan because I stupidly said to Karen, we don't need big pans in here anymore. We only ever do 6-inch cakes. So let's get rid of them all, and we sold them at the demo day. So the liner is in there. And this, we found out that this isn't actually a dead-on 10-inch cake tin. So then we're going to put the liner in like this. Now, if you're going to use ganache, to save on the amount of ganache, so you don't have to put loads in, you use this form, okay? And you put that in your tin and you cut it to size, all right? But because I'm using buttercream and I like the buttercream to be nice and thick, I will do it this way. But having said that, if you're sort of doing a semi-naked cake or you want a really thin coat, use the form as well. But I like it to be nice and thick. So I've got that out of the way. 1 second.
You need a good bit of buttercream with cake.
You do. There's plenty of buttercream on here. What did I do with that? Clip it. There it is. Right. But I've realised that I'm here and I haven't cut my cake, have I? So let me just do this 1 second. Oh. I need to cut my cakes first. So as I say, I haven't got a 9-inch. I should have done it while they were together before I cut them in half, but anyhow, hey ho.
That's life.
Yeah. Another muck up by Carol McFarlane.
You like to do
But
things
don't worry about
like to do
it.
things the hard way around.
Absolutely. Right, let me get a small knife. Was that John messaging you before, was it? To remind me? I thought it was. Right, I'll get a knife. So I'm just going to cut trim round this. So dead easy. Just a nice trim all the way around. Doesn't matter if it's not even. Sorry about the rocking noise. I would go and pick up a chopping board with only 3 feet on. There we go.
Only you, Carol.
Yeah, I've got a bowl there,
You've
Karen.
got a bowl.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all right. Wondered where you're up to. Oh, probably did a bit much on that one, didn't I? Right, okay. So. I have to go with it now. So he's not dead round, but are we bothered? No, not really. It's going to be covered in buttercream, so
And it'll look dead round.
I'm not going. It'll look dead round when it comes out. Who cares? Actually, if you go to the overhead on the camera, go to the overhead there. I don't know why I told you that because it looks round, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What on earth did I give a big god for and tell you it doesn't look round?
You did the ultimate thing you tell all the ladies on
Yes,
don't
it's-
point mistakes out.
Don't point the mistakes out. See, I could have got away with that, and you could have said, "And she cut that cake really nice." So.
You're not living by your rules here, are you, Carol?
No. That's it. Let's get that one out of the way.
I was wondering what you were saying, and I was like, no, I can't. She's
It looks
like,
dead round. I just caught it then, but it isn't
I
round.
was like, look at the kiwi, the board's round, it looks round,
No, it's off round. But I'll shut up. But you know what? That is a classic example. You know, we see things, don't we, as cake decorators? And we see things and then we can't wait to tell our customers, can we?
We can't wait to point faults out.
Yeah.
can we?
And then on top of that we go, when they're telling you, oh my God, it's lovely. Yeah, but have you seen that? Yeah, I know, but it's gorgeous, isn't it? How did you? Yeah, but have you seen this? Oh, I am really sorry. Oh, it's such a beautiful cake. Yeah, I know. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a refund. How many of us do that? I'll give you a refund. Yeah, but I like it. Oh, go on then, I'll have the refund. I'll have the cake and I'll have the refund. Or I'll have the discount. It's like, shut up.
No, and actually we don't have ring cutters. That's that big. The biggest
size,
one
no.
here me is a 7-inch one.
You could use your cake pan,
If
but
we
as
had
a,
one.
if we had one, if we had one,
Look how we're sold on that, so we're okay.
oh God. Right, the birds are going to do well in the morning. Right, there, that looks round as well, doesn't it? But it's not. But anyhow, who cares? It looks good. Right, let me get rid of this now. My wobbly board. So, anyhow, who's new watching tonight? Learning the Carol McFarland way.
So Sheila, we had to cut it because it has to be a bit smaller than it was a 10-inch cake and it's going in a 10-inch tin. So we had to cut it so that we can fit the buttercream around it.
Yeah. Because when you use a cake that's uncut and then you put layers of buttercream, it's bigger than a 10-inch, it'll become an 11-inch. So that's all you're doing, you're just cutting it down. Plus you're feeding the birds as well. So.
Such a nice cake, it might just feed me as well.
So let me get this all in here.
Funny, I was thinking that. I was
Pardon?
like, oh, we'll feed the birds. And then I'll just start going tweet, tweet.
So Sandra Dillon's new today. Sandra's saying she's new.
Oh, hello Sandra.
Hello Sandra.
Well, join in the group's comments because the group's comments are lovely. Right, so don't worry about them, they're all lovely ladies. Right, we have made a batch of buttercream already.
But Elaine's saying, Nutty Elaine, evening for a very cold and windy tent in Hemsby.
What are you doing in the very cold, windy temps in Hemsby? Well, where we are, the weather's red hot, isn't it? It's gone cold now,
Yeah,
but it's absolutely red hot.
we're getting the nicest weather for the next few days.
Oh, are we? Oh, well, that makes a nice change because all the southerners normally get it, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, I'm out of puff me. Right, so this buttercream here was made earlier, and this is just a little bit too firm for what we want, okay? So what I'm going to do is add some hot water.
Lee Carroll, you're telling porkies.
So Karen has given me a lovely big jog. I'm not quite sure how much hot water she wants me to throw in, but we only need a bit.
I want you making sure it was still hot.
All right. So we're just going to pop a little bit of water in. Now normally I'd mix this in the mixer, but because we've already got another batch in the mixer, so I'm just going to soften this down. So how's our audience doing tonight then, Karen?
It's doing fine, 269.
Oh, you've done well, you lot, haven't you? How many lives have you watched this week? 4 lives. Is it 4 lives this week?
It's 4 lives. Elaine says she's copying what Simon does in Timperley. Now I'm a bit concerned now.
Oh, don't start another location. Crikey. We don't want Simon to know about it, do we?
Yeah, we had a live on Monday.
Yeah.
We did a live Tuesday. We had a live Wednesday. And we've got a live Thursday.
Yeah.
4 lives.
So just pop in a little bit more just to loosen this up. Now you can loosen it up in the microwave, or you can loosen it up with water, it doesn't matter.
So it seems like a lot of you, some of you come in here saying, sorry I'm late, I've been playing with my nifty nozzles. It seems like a lot of you are playing with your nifties.
Yeah, I'm glad you're playing with them. We're going to be talking about lots of things afterwards.
Greta, we will be doing macarons again, don't you worry. We'll do it on one of the baking days. Or one of Carol's lives, we'll get macarons going again.
We will. I'm just going to have to sit down for a minute because my back's killing me. So.
The cheeky Carol, they want a live tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
We've got a very, very busy calendar coming up in the next week or so, so I would definitely say check your stories on Instagram and Facebook and you'll definitely see what's going on.
Absolutely, we have got loads going on. So we've got 3 lives next week. Tracy Mann's hoping to be back next week as well. So, right, let's get this over then. So I'm just going to put this here. I'm going to do my big piping bag. Now, we don't sell these are ones that we're testing at the moment. But we do sell another blue one, so grab those. We sell these large ones in blue and in pink.
Oh, thanks Susan, that's lovely. She said S&C is definitely the best company, customer service amazing, and dedication from Carol and staff, no other company compares.
Oh, thanks very much.
We would be very grateful as well if you'd like to leave some reviews on Google for us.
Oh, yes. So we do ask you if you'll leave a review. You know when we send you a little compliment slip, does anybody ever read the back of it? Because all it does is just ask you what you think of your experience with us. And if you'll post a review on Facebook for us and one on Google, which would be great. There we go. Right, so for this one, don't cut yourself a little end off. Cut yourself a big end off. I cut just a little bit off this morning. I've said to Karen, that was pointless, wasn't it? I'm going to cut a big end off because otherwise I'd have been here all day with a little twinkle going around here. So, Now I have a little spatula. So those who've done palette painting with me, I have a little set of these spatulas. And I bent one specifically like this. So if you've got anything you can bend, just use it for your buttercream. So just push it into the corners. You don't have to. You can use a palette knife, but I've got big arms, big hands, trying to get them in here. So when it's the smaller kits, you can just pipe it in. But I don't want to pipe it all in because otherwise it will be too thick. So I'm just going to brush it in. Don't brush it too hard because you might get some little wrinkles in your bit down there, which is what I've got at the moment. Make sure it's got a decent coating because this is going to be the top of your cake. And you know what I've done? I've not frigging coloured the buttercream. Well, this will be our winter cake now because we'll leave this in. We'll have to have this for white winter, won't we? I was meant to be colouring the buttercream. Oh dear.
Well, couldn't you do it, colour the next bit so you've got like, it looks like you've got a bit of snow coming up and then you could have the latte?
Do you know what, Karen? What a cracking idea that is. I don't know.
It's only August.
Eh?
And it's only August.
It's only August, I know. Right, okay. Good girl. Right.
It was like 3 of them a year and that was one of them.
Right, there we go. So then we are going to put our sponge in. So I'm just going to turn that upside down. That's going to go in here. And we've got our jam we're going to put on. So with using a Victoria sponge, you get a bit of crumb. So whereas if you use a Madeira, you don't get the crumb. So where's that jam gone?
You used it to. You used it.
There
There it is. You used it to take the cake off.
Oh right, yeah. Found it a new location. Ooh, crikey. Just a minute, I'll just have a little fight with this. Get the gripper, that should help.
Give it to a rugby person.
Christ, Karen. Oh my God. Do you want to have a go at this?
Give it India.
Yeah, do it to
Oh
me
my
then.
God.
Okay, go.
Open that door, I'm hot now.
Are we all on standby until I do this?
Have you done it? Oh, it's hard, isn't it? Staring at you.
Use a gripper.
Yeah, I need a gripper.
I used to have one of those fancy jam jar openers one time. Don't know what I've done with them. Oh, well done. Did you hear the pop, girls? Crikey. Thought I was going to have to get John in then. Okay.
He was just flexing his muscles a bit.
Yeah. There's no way he would have come on and shown you. He wouldn't have shown you.
That's maybe you won't know as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, just open the door.
We'll do the door for a bit.
No. So I'm doing jam. I'm not putting any buttercream on. I'll put buttercream on my next layer. So where's my other little venti thing? So I bent another one before. Quite like this little idea, bending my spatulas.
Well, because you got 2 sets, didn't you? So you've got one set normal and then you bent a couple so that you can use them in your flowers as well.
Have we bought all our jam with bits in, Karen? Normally I like to use a jam with a...
We usually get the seedless smooth
Yeah,
one, don't we?
but then Lynn Woodward has brought us jam, which is in the cake we've got, and that's got loads of strawberries that fell out of it. And then Karen's got this posh stuff. Look at this. Waitrose Dutchy Organic Strawberry Preserve Extra Jam. Eh? None of that cheap Morrison stuff we normally have.
Sugar and Crumbs.
I was about to say, what's wrong with just normal jam?
Exactly.
Only the best. Claire said you've got big muscles, India.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, she saved the day.
Debbie said she bent an old dessert spoon to the bowl, so she was at right angles, so
Yeah.
she could do that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Why am I bending my spatulas when I could have done old spoons?
Frida says, where's Simon's 2 fingers when you need them?
And
He would never have undone that,
No.
Gemma. No.
no, he would have had us looking for gadgets to do it. Right, so that's in there. Right, okay. So we need another sponge now, don't we? So that one's going in there on top. Right. Then we're going to refill our bag.
You're not colouring it yet?
Oh, right. Well, I can't actually, because what I'll do is I'll do this half white.
Yes.
And then the other half that's in the bowl in the other colour. Because I've not got strong enough arms to mix in colour into this lot. And in fairness, I don't actually think this is soft enough. Let's see.
Is it possible if you could just move that bowl a little bit?
Sorry, yep, of course I will.
Thank you.
Yep. So you just squeeze in right down the sides. Make sure you really squeeze down. Try and do that fancy effect that Claire did, eh? Right, so I'm going to put the cream on just 1 second. Anyhow, so while I'm doing this, I'll chat about a few things that's going on. So, over the 8 years that Sugar and Crumbs has been in business, we have never put our icing sugar prices up. We've always done our best to put them down. So we started off at $4.99 originally, and we're down to $2.99. And then every year there's always a price increase from one company to another. And since COVID last year, everything's gone up. And then every week we get an email price increase from some supplier. But this week we've had 4. And to be fair, the biggest one is the courier charges. And then the cardboard is the next charge. And well, basically what I'm trying to tell you is the icing sugar's going up. So as from the 1st of September, unfortunately, all icing sugars will be going up to $3.49. So if you've got trade accounts, get a call in the office ASAP, get your orders in. But there's just nothing we can do. We just can't do it. So when we looked at all the prices, and it's not just us, all the suppliers are going up as well. Everything's going up. And even over the years, I've not put prices up, but I've had to now. So, and the thing is, what we work with as well, we pay good wages. We don't pay bad wages. We don't have anybody on the minimum wage. Our rule is to make sure that everybody is on the living wage or above. And we've got a nice company to work for, and we want to offer good staff, good service. And to do that, you've got to keep everybody happy, haven't you? And now we have to keep all the suppliers happy by paying their price increases. So unfortunately, ours is going to have to go up.
Well, we've got some.
So that's the bad news. Hey?
We've got some lovely responses coming through. Still an absolute bargain. Still a great price. Good, great value. Yeah, well, we're a bit devastated really, because it's something that's been coming through for a long time. But now, with the last 4 price increases in the last week, that was out the 3 price increases we had last week. It's just like, we just can't take it anymore. So, unfortunately, the sugars will go up in price. So, 1st of September. Okay, so sorry I've got butter all over my hands. I'll give it a wash in a minute.
Laura
Right.
Smith has just said, when will the Christmas flavours for the icing sugars be released this year?
I shall tell you in a minute. Let me go and wash my hands a moment.
Oh, you're all very anxious, you ladies.
What?
trying to get in before you can break the news to them.
What?
I'll ask you the Christmas flavours and that.
Right, okay.
Goodness, everyone needs to simmer down, please.
So, the Christmas flavours normally get launched at the beginning of September, but we're going to hold them back. And the reason is that we want to launch the new shots. So we have 2 shots. We have the flavoured icing sugar shots. So that's a Sugar and Crumbs flavoured icing sugar. And then we've also got the Whipping It Up shots, and they're going to be released next Friday afternoon. So they're going to be released first. So while the warehouse is getting used to that, and also the bags haven't left the company, they're dispatched tomorrow, which means they arrive with us on Tuesday. And it's me who's putting pressure on because I want them launched for the demo day. So they've not got time to do the flavours. And then we do know then that we're going to have to do Facebook Lives constantly to show you how to use them. And then we'll concentrate on the winter flavours coming out. So the winter flavours, I'll tell you what they are. We haven't thought of anything new, if I'm really honest, because well, I don't know, we've tried that many new winter flavours, so we're sticking with what we've got. So apple crumble will be back, so that comes out. Everybody loves apple crumble. Toffee apple, Irish cream. Okay, if you get a bit of jam over, just take it off. So the Irish cream will be back. What else will be back? Rum and raisin, that'll be back. Santa's snowball. We all like Santa's snowballs, don't we? So that'll be back. That's a gingerbread flavour, actually. It's toasted marshmallow with a bit of ginger in. And then toasted marshmallow is back. And what else can you think of the other ones, Karen?
We had...
Did we have 9?
We had rum and raisin, we had Irish cream, we had apple crumble, we had pumpkin spice spice latte.
Okay, that's it, yeah.
How are we doing?
How are we doing? Yeah. How are we doing? Right, okay. So let's put this one on. So we need to, this one's got a thinner end than the other, so we just need to turn it around. That's a thinner end to even it up. There we go. Right, so let me put some colour in here, and then we'll have a little bit of a clean up, and then we'll talk about the cakes that Claire made last night, some classes, and then we'll get on with decorating with Nifty Nozzles. Right, so I'm going to make a latte. So where's that latte colour now? Just 1 second. I think I might put the colours away that I got out before. Oh, Karen put them away for me. she's I did it. At least she's taking responsibility. So, latte. That's the new latte, I think.
A lot of positive response to the icing sugar increase. They're all still going to buy it, and they still think it's worth every penny.
Well, good. I'm very pleased that you think that, because I think it's amazing stuff. So I am really pleased that you think like that. So with this now, I'm just going to turn this on low, and I'm just going to add a little bit of warm water while I've got the opportunity to loosen it down. Okay, so you don't pour loads in. I'm going to add the latte colour.
Ultra Horses Antonia, that's the next bit of news Carol's got for you.
Right, what was she asking?
The glitters.
Oh right, yeah. Get into glitters. Come on, girls. I'm having a bit of a time at the moment. You can tell I've got memory loss, can't you? I'm trying to think rapidly here. I was talking about dementia before. I think mine started. So, yes, so the glitters are on pre-order, okay? So that order's been confirmed, and that should be here by the end of September, if not sooner. So I asked you last night, did you want to have them on pre-order and free shipping? They are going to be $4.99 each. They're not a luster dust, so do remember that. They're a glitter, so you can paint with them. You can dab them on like Claire did with them. You can sprinkle with them if you want to. There's 3 gradients. There's super fine. There's the super fine, there's fine, and there's like a medium one. So basically I've called it super fine. Can't remember. I can't remember what I've called the other ones anyhow. But John said anybody who wants to buy all 3 will do free shipping. Okay. So if you place your order, select, click and collect. So only order that, select, click and collect, and we'll dispatch it. Now if you want to add to your order, you can, but you need to know those items won't go. You won't get them shipped separately. You'll have to wait until they come in stock. That was a flycatcher, by the way. So you'll have to wait till they come in stock, and so it's probably best to just do it on its own. So if you want to, because otherwise I don't want having phone calls or the office having phone calls saying where's my order, where's my order. And do remember that you've selected click and collect. So a lady has put a comment on our profile and said that she'd give us a 1-star review because she's disappointed that her order hasn't arrived yet. So we've had a look and she selected click and collect. Been sat in the warehouse since the 17th of August. So it would have been nice that before you write a review, you actually ring us and ask us about it. And yeah, we've told her where it is. So she can either phone up tomorrow and pay for shipping, or she can pop over. Thankfully, she's not too far away. So that's good.
Well, your glitters, Carol, you've named them superfine, medium and large glitter pieces.
Is that what I've done then?
Yeah,
there you go.
is,
Right.
yeah.
Because we were trying to think of names for them, because the name I didn't like the name Coarse. And because that sounds like a bit rough, that, doesn't it? Coarse. And so I wanted to, we just couldn't think of any names. So in the end, we've had a good chat in the office about what names we want to call them. And now it's called Wonder Dust Sparkle. So we've gone through lots of names. We was going to call it, we were all keen this morning on Sparkalicious, didn't we? But, and to be fair, and it was right, I then got saying, yeah, right, we'll have Sprinkalicious then. And I just got myself all muddled up. So I thought, you know what, I've already done it, I failed at the first hurdle. So let me get rid of this. So it's called Wonder Dust Sparkle.
And Breeder, it's in the Wonder Dust now. As soon as you go to the brand, you go to Sugar and Crumbs and then go down to our Wonder Dust. It's there for you to pre-order. That's where I've just got the names from now, so I know it's there on the website.
And the good thing is, hopefully it'll be here for the demo day. Fingers crossed it'll be here for the demo day so you can pick it up.
Another question about demo day.
Yeah.
Are we allowing them to buy shots on the day?
Are we allowing them to buy shots? Yeah, we're going to have them all ready so you can take them home. We're actually going to do a bundle deal actually for you. So you can either buy them independently or you can buy the whole batch of flavours. Which that same thing will go on the website. So that's why I want them ready for the demo day, because let's just put that there a minute. Let's just mix this in. Do you know what? I can't do two things at once tonight, can I? And do you know what I've done here? I've overbeaten it. I've got loads of holes in it. And I'm now going to have to paddle.
To you, Carol.
Eh?
You know what to do.
Sit here and paddle it out. So just hold on, girls, because I'm going to have to paddle this out. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem.
You want me to paddle in it for you?
That's all right. So if you get lots of holes in, because I've put it on too fast and I've ended up whisking it with the beater and now made it very aerated, which isn't what we want. So you just need to paddle it out. I feel I might have to go and have a live down after this live. Mind you, I have worked day and night this week, so I am extremely tired. And Lincoln has caused me a few problems this week. His back legs are going, so that's been a little bit stressful and upsetting. Jasmine's fell over and broke her arm. And just before we come live, Harrison's decided he's in A&E at the moment. With a big hole in his head, so he's decided to walk into the side of a table. But anyhow, Laura sent a picture of the hole in his head first, and there he is, laughing his head off. He's as hard as nails, that kid, I tell you. So there we go. Right, so let's start putting this in.
Can you just move that bowl, please? Thank you.
So let's start pushing down here. Yep. So I can see. So because I'm trying to stretch over now, Karen, can you tell me if this is reaching?
Yes, it is. It is reaching it's reaching the cream one, yeah.
That's what we want. Right, so we'll go around here.
So Penny Catsellis from Australia,
yeah.
She's dying, been hanging out for these shots, dying to try them. How from Australia, how are we going to get them?
To Australia, well, there you go, that's another problem. So we've had a bit of a problem with shipping. So when it comes to the Nifty Nozzles, we got quoted a price via Parcel Force, I think it was. We got quoted a price for posting the nozzles. Then when we went to actually dispatch them, because they quoted us large letter price, we thought, oh great, that's great. and everybody was really happy. But when we went to dispatch them, they wouldn't take them because they said no, it's not a large letter, and they put it through. They have a pretend letterbox, so they put the parcel through and said no, it's now a small parcel. So we were devastated. So we've had to come back to the customers and explain to them, because it actually increased the price by £5. So John at the moment is currently sorting out packaging so that we can lie them in a flat box, so that we don't stand them up have them in a box where they're stood up like that. We want to lie them in like a treat box, a thin box, so that we can lie them down and put them in, and then we can be classed as a letter. So we're trying to find something for that. Is that gone all the way around?
Yeah.
I've got a hole there, I can see that. Right. And we're over the top.
A lot of people have been on the website now and pre-ordered some glitters.
Ooh, fantastic. Well, it'd be nice to get those glitters, so you'll be the first to get them. So we're getting them in first, and then we are stocking up then on all the Wonder Dust, and then starting to sell to the trade. So for Australia, that's a very good question. That's something that John is working on with Laura at the moment in yin for postage. But this week, Laura's been on holiday for two and a half weeks, and poor Yin in the office, hasn't she had her head bashed for 2 weeks?
Absolutely.
So that girl has had to do everything, because I don't know how to print off an order, and I don't know how to print the thingies up, print what it is, packing sheets up. So she's been doing all those, and then I've been in there pulling them all together, packing them with nozzles. Karen's been helping out. Karen did all the worldwide ones today, and then John and I dropped them all off at the post office. So there you go. So there's your cake. That's it. We've still got loads of buttercream left, so you don't really need 2 kilos, do you? But I've got extra there. Right. I am now looking for...
Ruth, she's ordered Carol's evening class today. She's so looking forward to it.
Oh, have you ordered it? Oh,
yes.
Good.
Yeah, have you all seen that bouquet at the back on the counter? That's
show you in a minute.
That's Carol's class next Wednesday.
I'll show you in a minute.
Wow, you ladies are really on the ball. A load of you have ordered glitters now. That's great.
Yeah. Well, you asked and we provided. Well, the deal for free shipping is really good. So especially if you're patient, and if you want to put other stuff in with that, you can put your class in with it as well, because the class won't matter. When you order classes as well, you must always select click and collect. Right, so what did we decide on? I was going to leave it, wasn't it? I'm going to try another 10-inch one, Karen, just to see if it was a bit of a fluke this morning.
I'm not holding my breath. I've been diddled.
Yeah, so Karen's 10-inch tin.
It's not a 10-inch tin. It's got 10-inch roll on it as well, hasn't it? It's got 10-inch on it. I've been diddled. That's it.
So we're just gonna flatten this out then and have this flat, as flat as I can. Get it. I can build it up on a board tomorrow, because we didn't bring home any boards. We knew we were going to have this problem, and we went to work today going, we must bring home a board. Eh?
All good intentions, but we got so sidetracked with doing all the internationals and that it just never even gave it another thought, did we?
No. So there you go, that's going in the freezer. I don't think that'll be ready for the live tonight, but we'll have a look at it anyhow.
So Pixie, if you go to the website later and you look at Wonder Dust, it's got the first thing, it says pre-order Wonder Dust Sparkles, silver glitters, set of 3.
Right, don't open the freezer for me, India.
So even in the search bar, put Wonder Dust Sparkles and they should come up for you. The set of 3 should come up, and it's £15 with free shipping.
Yeah, well, the other thing as well, there's an easier way. Go to the Facebook Live wish list, or go to What's New on the website. So go to What's New, have a look there, or go to the Facebook Live wish list. So the Facebook Live wish list, there's loads this week, isn't there? So drop in the Facebook Live wish list on our website, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, and then drop down to today's date and they're in there. Or you could go to the website, go to What's New and go in there. So let's talk about these lovely cakes that was done last night. Let's get rid of this.
And Donna, it's a set of 3. It's super fine, medium and large glitter piece. It's a set of 3 in the set.
I would like to show them you, but some fool called Karen McFarlane gave them away to Claire Corbett, who's watching last night, giggling their head off. Who's watching right now, chuggling away to herself that she has the glitters and I don't have any. I don't even know what I was thinking, because she can have them gladly. And I offered them her, she didn't ask, and she went, but as soon as I said, do you want them, Claire? She went, oh my God, yes please.
Claire, you have to take a picture and pop it on the website, please.
So, if you're wondering how glittery they are, I'm going to show you now. So first of all, let's talk about the class. So this is my bouquet class for next Wednesday night, okay? So 7:30, 7:30 on Wednesday, I'm going to show you how to put this cupcake bouquet class together. Now, ladies, if you want to invest 20 quid, it'll be the best 20 quid you'll have spent, all right? So that is the bouquet. Look how lovely that is. I've called it a 7 and a 12 because that's what I'm going to show you how to make. It's going to be a 2.5 hour to 3 hour class. We're starting at 7:30. I would suggest you watch rather than do it with me. I started building the group last night. Lots of you are going in the group now. I put links in there and things that you need, but I think there's a few more things I've got to put in there. But the best thing to do is on Wednesday night, just watch. And do it with me, watch, and then afterwards do it at your own pace. There's lots of ladies from the big group join, which I'm really very proud of you, because really you didn't need to join. But if you have never made a proper cupcake bouquet, then I would recommend to buy this class. Seriously, you can't buy this class cheaper anywhere else from any other person. You can't buy it cheaper, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to use the Mini Nifty Nozzles. I'm going to use some little small Wilton and gem piping tips. We're going to make some roses as well, and we're just going to make a nice pretty bouquet like this. You can choose any colour you want. I think I might choose another colour from this. I don't know. I never know what I'm going to do, because I was thinking maybe like pinks and greys and a bit of pinks and greys and something. So we'll see. Anyhow, so if you want to learn how to make this, go to the website, £20. Support me. I do loads of free content for you, loads of free lives. I've sold you these nifty nozzles, and I have demoed them and demoed them. I can't demo them any more than I have. You can have your bouquet each way, so this is the right way. So if we go to the camera over the top, that's the correct way to hold them. So I don't know if Linda wants to just zoom out a bit. Yeah, there we go. That's nice, doesn't it? So I've showed you loads of free demonstrations on using the nifty nozzles, and you know what, now let's learn how to put them in a bouquet, make them gifts and start earning money. You'll get your money back on your first bouquet. All right, great. So that one's going there. So why we've gone to an advert, India?
I don't know, it's just frozen on it.
Has it frozen? So
yeah,
have we got anybody there?
It.
Oh, we're back.
For that.
Did you? Well, she was cutting me off.
I don't know what I did there. I didn't
Do you
cook
think you
anything.
caught it?
How rude. Someone's just said, Claire's just shouted out, if you're showing me balls.
I'm going to show them your balls. Your nice glittery ones.
Really, Claire?
So, yes. So let me get a chair because my back's broken. So Claire did these last night. Now these were fabulous. Again, using the Bridgid's Ganache kit. Also an acetate collar as well. I don't know whether any of you know, but we do have an Amazon shop as well on our website. So at the top of this page, which is Sugar and Crumbs with Nifty Nozzles, you'll see that Amazon shop there. We don't get paid put money out of it, we get paid pennies out of it, but you know what, every penny counts. It's also in the group in announcements. But last night Claire did this one, which I think is beautiful, and she used an acetate collar. Now I've got to be honest, I've done this one before, but I've not done it live, because the one thing I couldn't work out was how I'm going to cut the end off, and Claire did it last night, put it in the freezer. I don't know why I didn't think of something so simple, but I didn't. I thought, I can't do a live with this and try and get it all nice and neat. So when I'm on my own and I'm faffing around by myself, I can do what I like. But on a live, I thought, I'm going to go under. Anyhow, when Claire did it last night, and then she said, because she hasn't done one before, but obviously she thought ahead than me. So she said, I'm just going to put it in the freezer and cut the tail off, which was what you all saw last night. But can you see, I don't know whether you can see how blingy this is. Can you see how blingy it is on there? Can you see from the overhead? Can you see on the top?
Which part would you like me to focus on?
These.
As much bling as you can get. Okay, right,
yeah.
okay. We're going on this cake.
Yep. So can you see? Now this is 100% edible and it's suitable for vegetarians and vegans, okay? So you've got no problems with this at all. And then she did, so this is the one that she did with the collar.
Oh, the love that's
yeah,
banging up here
fantastic,
now.
isn't it? And you'll see that on the top, I don't know how far India can go in there, but Claire used the thicker ones on top of here. Yeah. So the thicker one you can use for sprinkling or just painting on, but I would save it to paint on stuff like this. Yeah. And then, so then this is what she did with Bridget's cake room. So if we just go to the front camera or the side camera. So she did this marbled effect, isn't it fantastic? Now I've got to say, looking at it from where you are, it does look as though it's purple. When I was watching the live, it looks like it's purple, but it's not. It's actually black, and it's actually, she didn't put loads of black in. You'll see some thicker black lines, but it looks like a grey, doesn't it? So there you go. And then after the live, which we don't know why we didn't do it until live, but after the live, I said to her, I don't know why I've given you that. Those are my only samples. So she said, I'll tell you what, Carol, I'll do you some balls. Thanks, Claire.
She's so good.
So we got some balls. So these are our cocoa balls. So what she did with those is, I'll tell you next time she's here. She can show you on the demo day. Okay, so so she did these balls, and they're with our choco balls, and then these are those. These are those. What's that chocolate?
Is it the Ferrero Rocher coconut ones?
Yes, that's it. But aren't they lovely?
It looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That.
So they're pretty, aren't they?
I opened the fridge this morning and went, oh wow.
I know. I must admit, Terry was in this morning, and she went, oh gosh, that's nice. So isn't that a lovely effect? That. And
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And we had 10 minutes to spare. We could have actually done it.
You finished early?
We finished early, yeah.
Wow.
Well, Simon and Claire got on really well last night. It's a bit disappointing for the audience. They were expecting a riot.
He wants to do he's doing a live with Claire, so he's got to keep on a good side.
No, he was very good. He was well behaved. He was that well behaved, Simon, last night. He didn't know what to do with himself. He only had to use one finger last night. Right, so that's that cake, those cakes there. So they're fabulous. So if you're wondering what the glitter is, so on the balls, just a shame you can't really see, really.
Oh, you
but
can. You can see. Oh, you can see them sparkling like mad.
But she's used the thicker pieces, the medium pieces, and the super fine.
Absolutely brilliant.
Okay.
And so you ladies, it's like Bridgid just said, she might need a few sets. You just might do.
It will go a long way, though. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
The sample I had there was only a 1 gram or a 2 gram set, and it will go a long way. Believe me, when we've used it here, we've used it a few times in the kitchen, and we've had it all over.
They're beautiful, those cakes. Absolutely.
So let's talk about cup and saucer gate before we talk about this. So cup and saucer gate.
I don't want to see another cup and saucer again.
Well, BMM's phoned me today. I said, next time I decide to come up with a clever idea, I said, it weren't my fault, it was Karen Griffiths. So, could we pre-warn them? And they're going to, we're just going to, I'm really joking, they didn't ring me. But they're very frustrated.
So I've had some fun. I keep walking in the bin and I'm thinking, she's here again.
Yeah. So I had one lady ring me and ask me for the serial code. I went, why? She said, well, they won't tell me over the phone if they've got any in stock. So have you got the code? Have you got the sort code, the SKU number, whatever they want to call it? So basically I just took a picture and said there, and then she rang a local shop then to see if she could get them. So this went down really very well, okay, and this is going to be given away. So all these get given away tomorrow, all these cakes. So they're all fine, perfectly fine. They're being stayed in the fridge, so they're absolutely fine. And I don't know where I'm going to take this one yet. I think I'm going to take it to the old folks home because I think they'll just love it.
We will. We've got more chance of getting the cup and saucer back.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very good at the old folks home. They give us our stuff back. They wash it all, give it back. We're very happy. So I'll just let you do the little overhead of the nozzles there because we use the Mini Nifty Nozzles there. Yeah. So they're lovely. So we're now going to talk about Claire's tower. And I did say to Claire that I'd bring home all her tower today and all her other cakes, and then I walked out without them again. So, and the reason I walked out with them again is because John was rushing me so we could get to the post office to do all the shipping. Oops. So we could do all the shipping. Sorry, I just lost a ball. Let's put that a bit. So to do all the shipping for the abroad orders for the Nifty Nozzles. So we had to get them in, so they're on the way. So isn't this fantastic? So if you didn't understand what we were saying last night, Claire did a treat tower, a mermaid treat tower, and it was fantastic. The ladies loved it. I was well impressed. It was, she's done it, well no, I'm not going to tell you actually how she's done it. But anyhow, so that class there was £30. So then other ladies were asking, well, how would you do this tower and how would you do that tower? So it's a bit unfair for tutors to give away all their secrets. So what Claire's kindly done is she's going to do other classes. So if you have bought a tower class at full price, then you can buy all the other treat tower classes as they're released at half price. So you've only got to pay for one treat tower class once. So if you bought the baby class at full price, you can now go and buy the treat tower at half price. So when you see members price, there's a reason there's a members price. So one or two have tried to get in sneaky by buying a members price without having paid full price, but don't worry, Karen Naylor in the office is on it. So she's sharp as our Karen. So you've got to buy one class at full price. So I think that's very good of Claire to do that, and that's so that, you know, she gets a wage when she comes and does the class for the day, and it covers the cost. And then she, after she's done this one, she's going to release the Halloween class, and she was talking to me about it last night, so that's going to be very exciting. And then she's got the Halloween. I think in November she might be doing the wedding one. Is that what she's planning to do? Is it the wedding one?
There's a wedding one coming up.
Yeah, the wedding one, and then Christmas. So lots of tower classes coming up. So if you bought one class, all the tower classes are £15, but we're just releasing them one at a time. All right. So, and then we've got other classes for September because you're all back baking again. We need to get you all back focused on your cake decorating skills. So we've got Julie Rogerson coming in with her meat pie. Can't wait to do that one. It's great, isn't it?
Yes, it looks amazing.
Yeah,
that.
meat pie.
You felt like putting a bit of gravy on it and just took it in.
Absolutely. Right, so ladies, last night one lady was very upset that I was bagging up my nozzles and she didn't want to see that. So if that lady is watching tonight, you can go and make yourself a cup of tea and come back in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I should be done. But the reason I do it live is not everybody knows how to bag up their nozzles. And the other thing is, if I bag them up and they're sat here, what does happen sometimes is that the ends start to harden and crust over because it's buttercream, and then I struggle to pipe with it. So that's why we pack up live. But what I have done to speed up the process, I've pre-coloured the buttercream. So there we go.
So just one question on the Claire's classes. If you order two, will it automatically charge half price for one of them?
No, you have to pick the members price. It's on the website. So I'll just get Karen to double check that they were on show, because I heard Karen Naylor the other day saying you shouldn't be able to see them. But they are the members price class. There should be a full price baby, a full price mermaid, and then there's a members price baby and a members price mermaid. All right. So a member means you've paid full price for one class.
I think it honestly is an amazing class. I think you all should join because there's so much that Claire gets through. Like, I can't believe really the price of the class compared to what she shows you. I did the camera work for the mermaid one, and she showed you 3 different types of ways to marble.
Yeah.
Now that is just knowledge that's unfounded. So
yeah, if you went and paid for that class, well done, India. Because if you went and paid for that class, a physical class, you'd pay a lot more than that, and hotel accommodation and everything else. And the one thing is, I do sort of push supporting the tutors. They come here and give you loads of free content. Now, Sugar and Crumbs pays the tutors to come here and do demos. In the early days, we didn't. We used to just give them a load of free stuff instead, but we don't now. We pay them. So we pay them to come along. We pay them to do a demonstration. And the reason we do that is in the hope that you might buy a class off us, or you might buy the product off us, or you might, or you're going to shop with us. There's no other company that does that for you, is there? And there's a reason, isn't there? We're doing it as a soft sell, so that you can see before you buy, and it's a nice way that when that tutors give you loads of free information, support them back by doing a class with them.
There's just one I can't find.
Which one?
It's the treat class on the 22nd of 22nd of September. There's no members price for that one. That's a full price.
Right, okay. I will enable the members price one because it's on the website. So Karen might have hid that because I heard her say something strange the other day, and I thought I heard her say no, it's in the group to buy that, in the Treat Tower group, but it isn't. It needs to be enabled so that you can buy it. Right, so those ladies who want to, who's going anyhow? Who's going for a wee? Who doesn't want to be bagging up nozzles?
Well, they're all laughing here. They're all saying, you said that very politely.
Well, I didn't know about it, thankfully, because I could have had a Tourette's moment if Karen had told me live, so it was a good job that she didn't. So, so I am going to put this in. So, you know what I'm like when I start getting on one, I start, what are you doing to me? Right, so this is crusted over a little bit anyhow, so we just need to mix this in. So this is a colour splash Bordeaux colour that I've used here. Okay, now this is buttercream that was left over, a little bit of everything. So it was like a bit of green, a bit of pink, a bit of whatever, and I mixed it together and it became like a horrible grey reddish colour. And then all I've done is just added Bordeaux to it, because don't waste your buttercream. Sorry, I just had a bit of white come up then. So I'm just mixing it in. So I'll just show you the nozzle that I'm going to use here. So I'm going to use this one, can you see? This little star. And before I use this little star, I need to do something first.
Is that a burgundy you've made there, Carol?
It is. Yeah, but it's a colour splash Bordeaux.
There you go, Anne. It's colour splash Bordeaux.
So let me just put a little bit of orange in there a minute. So this bag here hasn't got a nozzle in it. Okay. And we're going to get this one now. Now we're going to make a well in the middle. And I've done it again. I've got this in my hand and somehow I'm going to try and pipe with a bag with no hole in it. But hold on, because I put that orange in that bag. So you spread this out all the way along. And then, Karen,
yeah.
I can't find my scissors. Could I ask you to grab it?
No, the pair that you left there.
Oh, that pair left there, yeah. Good girl. I'm glad you know where all my stuff is. So I'm just going to cut off the end there. So I've now, instead of throwing all my things away, I've decided now, well Karen did, she got me the little silver tub out, so I know this is my tub for all my ends, because you don't want to leave them hanging around because they have a horrible way of ending up in your buttercream. So we're just going to squirt that into the middle, so it makes it a little bit more central. And there we go.
Have we got any idea of when one of the sparkles are going to arrive?
Was you not listening 10 minutes ago?
I don't know if they're saying we just joined us, I'm not too sure.
Okay, so we've only just ordered them. We've had them here for a few weeks and we've been playing with them here, and then John has only just ordered them this week. So we they should be here by the end of September. But we can't promise because it's all down to shipping. We paid for express shipping, but we can't promise, so we just have to wait. Because we're not a massive company, we do have to wait in a queue, unfortunately. We can't just say, can you make it for us, and crack on, because our customers are eagerly waiting. They just go, well, you're not first in the queue, you'll have to wait. And that's what happens. So I'm going to put some green in. So the same mix combination that was in there was here, and I've just coloured this with the green colour splash. Not leaf green, just green, because I didn't need to add any other colour to it because it already had a bit of a mingled colour in it. I only had to add green to it. I think it looks like a bit like a holly green actually, doesn't it? Or maybe it's not as dark as a holly green. Right, so we've got that one. So that's in the bag with the coupler. then I have cut some other bags. Did anybody disappear to go and have a...
No.
No? No, okay.
Alan Horses, that's Emma, says, could you leave the orange in the bag inside the bigger bag?
You could, but I think you'll end up getting it stuck in your nozzle somewhere down the line.
And Lee says, when you make your cupcakes for your teacup, because he's done his today, do you put them in the fridge or the freezer before putting them in the teacup?
Freezer. So once I'd made them, I put them all in the freezer to freeze up, because otherwise when you're holding them, you're trying to put them around, they soften up. And then when the cupcake was done, the cup and saucer was done, we put them in the fridge, and I only took them out of the fridge now just before they're live, and they're going to go back in the fridge. Okay, so this is a grass nozzle, this one. It's got a serrated edge. Okay, so you'll see it's got a little serrated edge. I don't know how far in you can get to it. So this is a gem grass nozzle, and would have been a good idea if I told you what number it was. I can't see the number. I can't see the number on it, but it's the serrated edge one. So we've got that one on there. Then we have another serrated edge one, which I am going to, so you see this here, I am going to mix that with a lighter colour. So we're just going to put this into a bowl. Let's just get that into a bowl. And then we're going to add some white to it. Quite interested if anybody disappeared because they didn't want to watch me bagging. So are you all scared too now?
No, they just said that some of their responses weren't quite as polite as what you were last night. It was a Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. You know, sometimes you new ladies, when you're watching, you have to remember this is a free demonstration, and the regular ladies know that. So, you know, it's a free demonstration, and there's always new people. And you know, I had an issue with a lady on a live a couple of years ago who actually said, "Well, come on then, get on with it." All right then. Didn't know I was working for you. So
you pay my wage.
Exactly. So, you know, the way I look at it is that we're giving you a proper demonstration here. It's not, I'm having a chat with you at the same time. And that's what we like to do here at Sugar and Crumbs. We like to feel as though we're all sat in the kitchen together having a bit of a gossip, a bit of a chat. So I've just toned that down from that one. Yeah? That's easy, wasn't it? So then I want to make a really dark brown one now for this nozzle. Wait a minute, where's it gone? So for this nozzle, if India can zoom again, this is one of the Nifties. Yep. So we've got some latte there. I'm gonna make it a bit darker.
Oh, Vanessa's laughing. She says she remembers that live. Did you tell you to stop talking?
Yeah. She did. It's quite handy when you're sat in your chair at home, isn't it? You know, having your tea, got your feet up, and you can write on a live and tell somebody to stop, get on with it. Hey? Might see them get on with it. Right. Let me just get another colour out of here a minute.
When will the baby feet mould be back in stock?
I have ordered it and I am waiting for it. So these days you never know when anything's coming because we're just reliant on shipping. Everything is about shipping now, and that's all I can say. That's what I used before, that Bordeaux, to get that colour. Okay, but this was a mix of old buttercream. So buttercream that I used on Tuesday, so that teacup class that we did on Tuesday, we emptied all what was in the nozzle bags, threw it all in one bowl, and it all became a bit of a mishmash of colours. And then tonight I've just thrown this colour in with it. So I've done half and half actually. I've done half with the green, yeah, and then I did half with Bordeaux colour. I'm just trying to see if we've got a darker brown in here. Oh, we have. Oh, got tree trunk, that'll do. Actually don't know if colours best do a dark brown actually. I've got that one.
nice. Thanks for sharing everything with them.
Well, I've been sharing things with you for 5 years, and those ladies who've been very loyal from day one, they get me. I see some comments about myself. Oh, she never stopped talking, does she, that woman? It was a bit boring if I sat here and said now, wasn't it? I was just sat here mixing me stuff.
It'd be awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You need to, it's going to be as though you're in, like you said, in the front room when you're with a load of mates.
Yeah, well, the kitchen. I want to do it in the front room, Karen. So this latte colour, we've just darkened it up with the tree trunk. So it all takes a bit of time, but you all know that once we've done the bagging and we've got everything done, it's dead easy then, isn't it? It all comes together in minutes. So I might just have to firm this particular buttercream up because it feels quite soft. So I might just go and put this in the fridge. I'll pass it to India to just pop in the fridge for me because this is very soft.
The fridge or the freezer?
I think possibly the freezer for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll move it to the fridge. I'll pass you that. Right, so what other nozzles have I bagged up ready? So I've got this one. Oh, so we've got this one, okay. So we're going to use Claire's grey from last night for this. Just going to put this one in here. You'll be all there thinking, what is she doing tonight? What colours is she having? I'm not quite sure myself, but it's all going to come together fine. Karen loves it. She always says, oh, I started to tell you before. She was, go on, you tell them the story, Karen.
What is it? I just said I was laughing because I said to my mum sometimes she'll say, I didn't know what Carol would do. I'm thinking, what is she doing? I went, Mum, it just comes together. It's like kazam, and there you go.
That's like that. Did you get that? Kazam, and there you go.
Well, they're saying, Carol's too old to change. They're saying, don't ever change, Carol. We love you just the way you are.
I am too old to change. I'm a lovely big 6-0 next year, and it's not so long, is it? I don't feel it was 5 minutes ago since I've had my birthday. So where are we now? So it's February, isn't it?
8th month. We're in the 8th month now. So you've got 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, you've got 6 months.
So we're definitely halfway, aren't we?
Yeah, halfway.
Oh, it's actually today. It's 28 today, isn't it?
No, it's
28 tomorrow.
26th today.
Is it 26 today?
26th or 25th? Yeah,
it's 26th today.
26th.
Right, okay. Don't even know what date it is anymore. There we go. So this is the 366 leaf tip. This is the really big leaf tip. I called this one the Big Mama. That's not its real name. Its real name is Wilton 366. But I think Big Mama to the little leaf, it deserves that name. So we're going to put that one on. So what we got here now? So we're going to do a couple of colours in here.
Well, Carla has just said, Carol, don't forget to squeeze stop tongue.
Oh yeah. Mustn't forget that one. So pleased you reminded me. Right, so I'm going to do the lighter colour on the outside for this one.
They're all trying to get themselves invited to a big party here, Carol.
What, for the 60th?
Are we having a big party, big Sugar and Crumbs party, Carol McFarland?
Well, I think we should, don't you?
I think we should.
I think we should. Should I hire the NEC? Is there that many of you going to come? Yeah, 28th of February, girls. That's when it is. The big 6-0.
But you're still too young for your bus pass.
Yes, I know. I said to Karen yesterday. I said, will I get my bus pass then? Not that I've been on a bus for a long time, but I feel as though I should have it. I'm entitled to it. So she goes, no, Carol, not till you're 67. I said, I'll be lucky if I can walk then. So, I'll be on taxis. I'll give up driving. I'll be on taxis. So I'll have missed out on it all. It would have been a complete waste of time. Right, so we've got that one. So we've got all these nozzles here. We're going to have a great time with these, aren't we? So my brown is for in there. That's gone into the fridge. Then we've got one more nozzle here. We've got another, that was it. I want to put a bit of orange in here. That's what I wanted to do. Put orange in here.
Nikki's 60 next year as well.
Ah, yeah, there's loads of these 60 with me next year. Is that Nikki King?
Yeah.
Yeah. When's Nikki 60? I think she's after me, isn't she? If I remember right. Well, my toy boy in there, the Irish fella. He'll hate that if he's watching now. He's 50. So, and then my girls, Adele and Laura, are 40. So we've got a right year of celebrations. And I'm hoping that we're going to celebrate Wesley's 40th because he'll be 42. I hope we're going to celebrate his because he missed it due to COVID. Right, so that's for the brown. I think that's all we're going to use on this. And then what have I got this little nozzle for here? So I think I'll put a bit of white in it. We'll do some drop flowers with this and some other little bits. Right, do you want to grab me that buttercream out, India, just so we can check it hasn't gone, how it's doing.
God, Kathy eating 60 as well. I've got a few next year.
Hi, Kathy, you're the same age as me. I didn't know that.
And then we've got another lady here. She's 60 on the 16th of February.
Ah, fantastic. Oh, we could have a big party together. Right, so this is concerning me a little bit because I think when I've added the water, it's just a little bit too soft. So I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to go under the table and cry when it don't work. So we might have some pretty blobs with this one. So we'll see. There we go. Right, let's get the cake ready. So we've got all these, let's get that out of the way. Get the turntable together. We'll get that out of the way. Let's get everything out of the way. So what else have I got to tell you tonight? So I've told you about the prices of the icing sugars going up. So I'm glad you've took that very well. So, but in all the years you've known us, we've always tried to bring the prices down. So I'm pleased about that. I'm looking forward to all of you who are going to join me on Wednesday. True hardcore followers. Well done. So £20, there's going to be a bargain class and we're going to have a nice night, 7:30. If you can, try not to do it with me. Don't stress yourself out. The best thing to do, sit back like you're doing tonight, relax, learn how to do it and have a great night. It's far more fun, seriously. So let's get the cake on. So we talked about this last night. So because we go live and we do a cake and we go live and I don't make loads of cakes in advance, we do get that bit of wetness on it. So you just have to let it, so don't decorate your cake as soon as it comes out the fridge like we do, simply because you need to just let it sweat. But we have to just go with it. So I'm just going to wrap a little bit of this around it. You don't push it on hard, just tap it round. Normally I don't mention it to you, but somebody brought it up last night. I normally just try and ignore it and hope you don't see it, but really don't do it straight away. It gives it a bit of a mottled effect, which is quite nice.
So Anne, it's your birthday tomorrow. Have we got any other birthdays coming up this week, please, this weekend? Just get my notes out.
So which Anne is that?
Anne Lawson.
I thought you were going to say Anne Meach. I was going to say she's having
she's
us on.
not. She's not having 16 birthdays in a week, in a year.
I thought she was doing a sneaky there. Get in. So is it Anne Lawson's birthday
Anne
tomorrow?
Lawson tomorrow, yes.
Oh,
she's asked for some S&C goodies.
Right,
S&C
very good.
Prezzies, yes.
Yeah. So let me get my bag. I haven't centralised this very well, have I? So let me see if I can push it in.
You didn't plan that very well, did you, Paula? She's got an expensive year next year. Her mum's 70, her oldest daughter's 30, her younger daughter's 21, her son's going to be 18, and second granddaughter's going to be 1.
Well done. Well done, that was very clever. You've done really well there.
So Jackie has just said, another fantastic live, really looking forward
Not finished yet.
I know.
Where are you going?
Hey, I'll be joining that woman. You've had enough now and you're off.
I think probably talking about the class maybe.
Ah, go on then. Right, so in here, and then we're just going to have a bit of decorating now. So I don't know what design we're going to make yet, but you've seen me do this before, so we'll go to the top of the cake and then India will be able to, I'm just going to make this a bit bigger, otherwise we're going to be going around several times. Let's cut this bigger. So let's go round. I'm not going round to the edge. So you've seen me do this loads of times before, it's so easy. And then we're just going to do another layer, just slightly in. Right.
Well, Karen Gillan, she's very interested in buttercream flowers, but after watching Carol this week, it's piqued her interest. She's booked your class.
Ah, fantastic. We like that idea. Right, so we're just going to start off with some leaves first. I'm going to come on down. Okay. My Buttercream Flowers class is lovely. So in there, there's loads of sessions in there, and that will stay an active group. That when you get that class, you've got it forever. And then just tag me in if you need to know something. Somebody will grab hold of me. Right. I might need you to make me a little bit more green in there, Karen. So I'll put you the white.
Yeah.
1 second. What have we done with the white?
What have you done with the white?
I have the white here just now. There. Oh, I won't be. Fat. You can use a bit of that Mate if you want.
Okay.
And then I'll give you some green. Just a minute. Let me give Karen some more green. So I'm going to have her make green, and then she won't need it.
She does. You do that to me all the time.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So then what we're going to do then is we are going to just onto the cake. You listening? I don't know how close India can get to it. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. So onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. So this is the one with the very soft buttercream. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. Onto the cake, squeeze up, relax. So Karen's just throwing the ball around there.
No, I'm just gripping it better now.
So I'll just show you this nozzle. So if I just clean the edge there, you see that? This is in your minis. This looks lovely two-toned as well, this. But I want this to look like little acorns, if I'm really honest. Do they look like little acorns? I had a bit of a problem in my Buttercream Flowers class. So I showed them how to make acorns when I came to do it again. Pine cones. Pine cones. They're not acorns, are they? Pine cones. But it would have got the name right, wouldn't it? Anyhow, I showed them how to do it. Couldn't remember next time.
We had to get the video out, didn't we?
Yeah. Somebody had to tell me on the live. This is what you do, Carol. And then I thought, you know, I'm just testing you just so you knew what I was talking about. So then what we are going to do then is, I'm going to get this one. John's always amazed when I decorate a cake. He says I'm quite good at it now. When he used to watch me doing the lives in the early years, he used to think, oh my God, what the hell's going to happen here?
That made me laugh at that little Halloween spatula then. I thought I had colour on it. I'm trying to scrape the colour off it. It's a cat. There you go.
So just take your time. So we're just making this up. I've not made one before. We're just enjoying ourselves with our nozzles. So what does it look like now? Do you want to zoom in, India?
We're just moving around a bit, so
yeah. So you can see. Yeah, so all we're doing, we're just taking our time, and then when we're just going to squeeze onto the cake, and then we will squeeze up, and then we relax our fingers and it let goes. So we'll just do another one.
Do you want to just show that again on the wider view?
Yeah. So when we're squeezing, so imagine that's the cake. So you squeeze and you come up 1 centimetre, you relax, and you let it comes off the cake. Yeah, it releases the flour, not comes off the cake. Okay, I'm just going to go back to my brown one. Where is my brown one? Because we need some brown in here. So what do you think of these colours, girls? So this is our winter cake, winter wreath. See, I can even do it with my fingers, look. That's how easy it is. Just got to let go of the pressure.
The colours are gorgeous. They're loving the colours already. The love hearts are shooting up the screen for you.
Well, I've sold you these Nifty Nozzles now. So some of you ladies have been buying them off me since they first came out, when Alexander first brought them out. And you bought them off me at the shows. Let me see what I've got in here now. Bought them off me at the shows, and I just feel it's only right that I show you how to use them, and I've done that for years. So I'm just going to use the 1M just in smaller spaces. I'll just do a little bit there, a little bit here.
So I've got 4 birthdays over the next few days.
Yeah, so we're going to have a proper sing-song then, aren't we?
One of them is the big 60 on Sunday.
Oh yeah, who's that?
That's Carol Broad.
Oh, is it Carol? I know Carol Broad, she's been here and done a class with us.
Yeah, so she's 60 on Sunday. Other than that, we've got Anne Lawson, Alison Morris and Carol Ann Cook.
Oh my goodness. Right, well we'll have a proper sing-song in a minute when we're ready. Let me get these on and then we'll get together. Right, I want to use the last nozzle. So how's this looking?
I think the colours work really well together.
You're all holding your breath. Linda Miles' husband's just shouted, Carol, I'm 60 on the 23rd of September. Well, when we get there, Linda Miles' husband, we'll sing to you. It's mine first, thank you.
Isn't it funny, these husbands who pretend they don't want to listen? What are you watching that for again?
Yeah.
Because I like it. What's she saying now, though? I thought you didn't like it. Like when you're watching Coronation Street, innit? And then they come in. You watching that rubbish?
What's happened?
Yeah.
They said it's very calming watching you pipe, Carol.
Oh, God. Just don't get stressed about it.
What's your famous saying, Carol? It's
only cake. Just relax. You can hide loads of things with these.
So Lynn Kemp's saying she has a set of the minis, but she only has the 9. How different are the others that are in the set now?
Can't remember. If I'm honest, I need to get a set out. Actually, I can't get a set out because somebody minded me to sell in my set.
You did sell your
I believe
set.
she is watching.
Yes,
I said I've got 1 set left. I know, but can I have them? Oh. I'll have to go and find a picture of the original 9.
Then have the shirt off your back, Carol.
Yeah. Right. So we've got that. So we need to do a couple of berries now. So let's get my berry leaves. That's berries done. It's important you put some other little bits on it. So let's get a couple of berries on.
So you see, you shocked Trish Collins as well.
Why?
Because when she saw the colour, she thought, oh my. But they are gorgeous,
oh.
Very autumnal. It all comes in, that's it, it's looking stunning, that.
Yeah, there's Iris watching. She'll be saying to you tomorrow.
Not seen her.
Eh?
I've not seen her,
Not
I've
seen
not
her
seen
on.
her pop up, no.
I know when John, right at the beginning of my lives, he used to think, oh my God. Then afterwards he goes, oh, it's really nice that, Carol. But Karen here, she always says, Carol, I just trust you. Absolutely. I just leave you to crack on because I just know it's always going to be all right. It's always nice as well just to add some of these other little embellishments. I always put them on in odd numbers. You'll see I'm doing them threes at the moment, but 3, 5s and 7s. So I've done all threes because I can't be bothered to count to 5 and 7 at the moment. But I'll get there. The other thing is I know that once I've done all these berries I've got to go in again. So.
Oh yeah.
So it takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Oof. We need to put some over here. Don't forget what they can see on this side.
She's here. Hiya, Mum. I'm here and enjoying watching, being transformed into something beautiful.
Ah, your mum's been a fan for a long time, hasn't she?
Aren't you just?
India, I'm having a bit of a hot moment. Is there any chance you could open the door? Right.
So Anne says she'd love to do a wreath on top of a Christmas cake. You've given me some ideas there, Carol. Thanks, my lovely.
Thank you. So I've been showing you a lot how to do things like this for years. And I'm going to continue showing for years, but I'm also going to ask you to join my bouquet class as well. So, because I want to show you in the bouquet class how to earn some money and make these bouquets, because when you start making these bouquets, I should have shown you years ago really, but I did a big class through COVID, and the big class is still available for you to join, but a lot of people were saying that they really couldn't afford £60 for the big class. So I just thought, if I do this 12 bouquet class, you'll earn it back. You'll earn it back from the 60, to be fair. So this is a little bit time consuming, so anybody who's bored and feels that they've seen enough berries now, you can go and have a cup of tea or a wee or move on, and I'll just crack on with doing these and enjoy myself. So, but I don't know how long, I forget to do this all the time. I start decorating, I forget to start the time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that long ago, was it?
No, it wasn't. It actually was 33, so we call it 33. It's
So
only 9 minutes.
Yeah, 9 minutes,
9
isn't
minutes,
it? It's good,
yeah.
isn't it? So I've got my white here, which I've got too much white in the
No,
bag.
the Nifties won't work with royal icing, I'm afraid.
No, they don't. I'd love them to work with royal icing, but they don't. So all those berries now, you've got to watch me go around now and put white blobs on. But doesn't it bring it to life though?
Yes.
So it's much better. So you just push in your little bit that's sticking out now and make it white. And you fill up your little berry. I've got too much buttercream in here, so let me just squirt some out. So you can always tell when you've got too much buttercream because it makes your hand shake. And if your hand shakes, there's too much buttercream in the bag. Yeah? And I do it all the time. You'd think I'd know, wouldn't you? After all this time, but I don't.
You're loving your colour combos. I said you're very clever at putting your colours together, Carol.
Not bad, self-taught. I remember when I first got the Nifties, and I laugh at myself, I wish I could find some pictures of them, but years ago I updated my phone and I lost all my images. And you know, when you're doing I didn't understand iCloud and all that then, and I lost all my images. But I just so wish I had all the images from then, because I thought they were amazing what I did then, and now I realise they were rubbish. And I remember when I first got the Nifties, I got out every colour and made buttercream of every colour, and they were garish. But I took them to the shows, and I have to tell you, everybody loved them. They were like, oh, they're gorgeous. Because the nozzles then, they were made in a different way. I have shown you before. They were $8.99 each back then. So it takes a little bit of time doing this, but it's worth it, because you can see it yourself, can't you? It's coming to life. Oops, 3 there. So look, got to watch, you don't miss them.
Well, Claire was listening to you while she ate her tea, and she's just looked at the video again, and lots of love hearts.
Sorry, what did you say?
Claire was listening to you while she was having a tea.
Oh,
so
she wasn't watching?
No, so she's just looked at the video again, and she's just giving you lots of love hearts.
And who was that? Claire Corbett?
Claire, yes.
Ah. So this is a combination of the buttercream from Tuesday's Live from the teacup and sauce that we mixed together and gave us a horrible looking colour, and I've divided it into 2 and made this burgundy colour and the brown, and then I've used Claire's black from last night. So this is vanilla buttercream with a splodge of key lime. So everybody who eats the blue the grey flowers, they look blue, don't they? Everybody who eats the grey flowers will suddenly get a kick of lime. So, have I done all my berries now? I think so.
Well, the love hearts are shooting up here for you. Everyone's loving it so far.
Right, fantastic. So what do I need to do now? What nozzles have I got here now that I need to carry on filling with? So I'm just going to change this nozzle, this green one. And I've got another leaf nozzle here that I want to use. So this one is in the gem set, it's in the Wilton set. So those of you who've got your Wilton master sets, because you can't buy it individually, this is like a roughly one. Just one second. It's a leaf nozzle, but I don't actually like it as a leaf. I do like it as a bit of a ribbon.
Well, Sylvia says piping buttercream flowers is so relaxing. She's so glad she joined the classes.
Is this Elizabeth Lapham Moss?
Sylvia Anderson.
Oh, Sylvia writes.
Yeah, so this is looking beautiful.
Sylvia's wrote me some lovely emails because she joined the group much later on, and she said Carol can't. She's another one. I think Annette Lawson is the other one as well. There's a few who write to me afterwards and go, Carol, I just love your classes, and I'm laughing away, and then I comment. And I answer, completely forgetting it was last year. Which is nice, isn't it? So I'm just going to do this little ribbon effect now down here. So we're just going to start off here.
I love that nozzle, mate.
So it doesn't matter that we've missed a bit because I've got a plan for that. So even though you might thinking, why is she going there? Because I've got plans for it. So what do you think, India?
I like it. I think for me it's the leaves that really make it. I like the flowers, but I feel like the leaves kind of give it.
They finish it off, don't they?
Yeah.
You need leaves. I say this all the time. You'd never go out with just your dress on, would you? And not your high heels. You have to put the rest on. Right, okay. So I am now going to use this nozzle. So this nozzle now is just going to sit in there.
Judith has just said, lovely autumn colours.
Oh, thank you. That's what we want. Oops, so that one there fell off because I didn't sit it on the cake. So we had an escape petal.
It reminds Therese the Tyner Smith of Harvey's Festival.
So who's going to have a go at making this then?
That'd be really good for bonfire night, wouldn't it?
Yes, I think those colours are gorgeous. And the Yelenas are already throwing out Christmas colours to your car as well.
Yeah, well, don't worry, a bit of a Christmas one coming your way. When we get to nearer the time, we'll do some Christmas ones, so it'd be good to see you get doing them.
I know Carol always manages to match her tops in with her colours, doesn't she?
Is that what's happening?
She says, Carol, did you take the colour inspiration from your top?
No, it's the only top that fits me at the moment. Right.
They're absolutely loving this. They think the colours are super and the cake is looking brilliant.
So. So did you see what I did there? So it fell off the flower, so I just went over the top, and you'll see I've done some of these really very, very low as well. So now I'm going to get my drop flower out. Just bother get that in there, I think. Right, so that's our thingy. Let's get our drop flower. So the drop flower is, oh wait a minute, let me put this little grass one on, little white grass. That little bit white just helps lift it a little bit, doesn't it? Right.
Add some nice accents, that does.
Well, Lisa's going to have a go at this one, Lisa Booth. She's loved watching the live.
Thank you very much. Right, so let's take this off now.
I'm loving that top view. Indian said it looks stunning from the top.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Let me find that little drop flower a minute.
It's always appreciated when you appreciate the camera people.
Right, we'll have to use a bigger drop flower because I can't find the 224. This is the bigger one in the Wilton set, which is called a 131. You can't buy this single, but those of you who've bought your master sets, it's in your master set. You're just going to squeeze it in and you're just going to have a little tiny little flower. Sorry, I'm just going to go around here.
those guys at Stockport Home are going to love this tomorrow.
Yeah, they're getting this one. That's what they get when they repair our toilet for us.
In quick time.
Yeah.
So we always know we give them cake because we need another job doing, they're there straight away.
Right, so
Helen got in first. Absolutely stunning. Your best one yet.
funny you like, aren't you? Right, let me get this small green leaf on now. I've just seen that small green leaf nozzle. Where's it gone?
Claire says you were star India, so Kathy's laughing saying, don't let Simon hear her say that.
No. So I'm really all jealous. I upset him the other week when I said the girls were better at filming than him. They got more detail. He was well miffed. Right, so just a couple of little leaves, squeeze stop pulls, a couple of squeeze stop pulls.
You always make me blush when you talk about it.
Claire's laughing, she said, I tell them all them are faves.
We weren't a fave the other day though, when she was bringing in the treat tower, and she was like, help me, and we were like, okay.
Right, I think that's enough now, isn't it? I think we're done, have we covered it all? So I'm not going to do the bottom. I'm not doing anything with the bottom, to be fair.
It'll take it away from the top and start doing the bottom. Could you just tell Janie Stott what nozzle she needs to pipe a poppy, please?
What nozzle she needs for a poppy?
Yeah, because she needs to do them for a cake she's doing.
For the poppy, you need the 104 or the larger one. The what? I can't remember if I did them with the 125 or the 104s.
You did them in both sizes, Carol.
Yeah, I did.
You did in both sizes.
Yeah, I did that lovely poppy cake last year, didn't we?
So you go onto YouTube, Janie, you put in the Carol with the poppy cake, you'll find that on YouTube again. Yes,
the Facebook look. She's in. Are you in the Buttercream Flowers, Janie? I thought you were, but it's in the Buttercream Flowers, and then I actually did it on a live last November. So if you put Sugar and Crumbs poppies, that should come up. So there you go, ladies.
Well, come on, ladies. Let me see those love hearts and likes again for Carol. That is an absolutely stunning cake.
Isn't it?
They love it, Carol. They think it's absolutely gorgeous.
And it's 5 to 10. Hey? We could have finished early if I hadn't said go off and have a break. Hey? So is the lady here who's enjoyed the bagging it up tonight, or did she go and have a bit of a break? I don't mind.
Well, the love is flowing up the screen for you there, Carol. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
So don't forget, come on, you've got to book on Carol's class for next Wednesday. We're going to have an absolutely amazing night. It's going to be full of laugh and banter, and you know we love it because I'll be here on the comments.
Yeah. So, Karen will be here. We'll be in for a great night. Don't know who's on camera that night, but we'll be in for a great night. So if you want to learn how to make the 7 or 12 cup bouquet. Now we are going to make it exactly like this. So it will be using your nifties, but we might change your colour. I might do the same colour yet, I don't know. So you will need your nifty nozzles, your mini nifties. If you haven't got mini nifties, you can use whatever nozzles you've got, because the whole idea, the class isn't about how to decorate with your nozzles. It's about how to put the bouquet together. That's what the class is about. But I'm always very good in a class, and I like to show you how to decorate as well. It's the cheapest class on the market. You won't get anybody else who'll show you this class for £20, seriously. And it will be a good class. Lots of you have joined. I'd like you to support me and joining me in it. I've also got other classes like it coming up. So I want to do something for Christmas as well. And I know it's all part of being part of the team, isn't it? So I'm really surprised that some of the ladies in the big group have come and joined. I actually found that quite a compliment, actually. But it's lovely to see all the new ladies join as well. And I think £20 is going to be a great investment. And you'll get it back when you sell your first cupcake bouquet. And price point for these, I would be selling these between 45 and 55. Depending on areas, some of you might want to do them a bit cheaper, but personally I think with the time and effort you're going to put into it, you need to be 45, 55, and you know, in some of the higher ranking places you want to be selling them a lot more than that. So so you'll get your £20 back straight away, and a class that you can keep forever, not one that you go home and then you let me sit that on there. Not one that you go home and then forget how to do. Lots of ladies have come to the Sugar and Crumbs Kitchen and paid for £150 to learn the class on a physical class. So to get this class for £20 is a bargain, and to get the big class for £60 is an absolute bargain as well. So I think once you buy this £20 one, you might be hooked and want to move over to the other one. Don't forget Claire Corbett's class, Treat Tower, that's in. And I will go and enable the half price one. Also, we've got lots of classes for September. So what I thought is we'll start pushing them week by week so you can sort yourselves out. But if you want to buy a whole load of classes together so that you can be in them on the day, email the office, okay? Tell us exactly which classes that you want. Put them all together and we will take a payment off you each month. We can't be any fairer than that, and that's how we work. So the only request that we ask is that you pay every month. We don't want to chase you. We want you to phone us every month and go, there's my payment. So what Laura and Yin do is they work out how many classes you've got, and then they tell you what they want to spread it over. So generally we like it sort of paid within 4 to 5 months. But it gives you the opportunity to be in that class straight away. So if you want to do that, go to our website, go to contact, go to the email address, put in there, say you was watching Carol McFarlane tonight and she said that you'll do a payment plan for me. It's interest free, so you don't have to pay any interest, and just list all the classes that you want to join. Of course, all of mine you'll want to join. And Claire's going to say all of hers, and Julie Rogerson will say all of hers, and you'll get a little bit giddy about it. But Julie Rogerson will be in soon to show you a meat pie class when she's doing that in September. Jerry Chu will be in for a juice box class as well. So we've got loads of things. Look at all the skills that you're learning via Sugar and Crumbs for the sake of what, £30? You just can't get that anywhere, can you? So there's that. Do remember the icing sugars are going up in price next Wednesday, the 1st of September. They're going to go up to £3.49. Nothing we can do about that. Sugar's gone up, packaging's gone up. The biggest thing of most is cardboard has gone up and shipping has gone up. It's horrendous. And it's part of the reason the nozzles are so expensive as well, because we had them expressed over. The shipping was just a fortune, 4 times the price that shipping has gone up. Couriers have gone up, everything has gone up. And as I say, this week I think we had 4 price increases this week, 3 prices increased in something different suppliers last week, and then over the months we've been getting somebody nearly every week telling the price has gone up. So, and that's because they're having the same issues, couriers, shipping, cardboard, that's where it is. And then what else do we want to tell them?
I want to sing happy birthday.
Oh yeah, don't go yet. Happy birthday, for God's sake. Shoot me now. Don't forget the happy birthdays. Don't forget you can order your pre-order glitters. Click and collect, okay, to get free delivery. Some of you might want next day delivery, so if you want to pay for next day, but obviously you're not going to get next day until they come in. And the same with classes, always select, click and collect. Anyhow, we've got 4 happy birthdays and then we're done. So can we get them in order?
We have, and we've also, Pixie, here you go, Super Carol Fragulous.
Carol Fragulous.
Super Carol Fragulous. She said she wanted to say, dare me to say it.
Well done, Karen.
So I have Anne Lawson,
Anne,
Alison, Carol and Carol.
Oh, well, that's easy, isn't
Carol
it?
Carol.
Okay. I worry when I've got more than 2 names to remember. So we've got Anne, Alison, Carol and Carol. Okay, so one's Carol Broad.
And one is Carol Ann Cook.
Carol, oh, right, good. Right, okay, Carol Ann Cook. So are we ready, ladies? I know it's 10 o'clock at home, but your best singing voices, and I want to make sure I can hear you because my neighbours have to keep listening. So you've got to sing really loud. I want everybody in your house to hear, I want your neighbours to hear, and I want to hear you singing. Okay, so we're going to go for it. So on the count of 3, okay, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anne, Angela. Alison. Let's start again. Anne, Alison, Carol and Carol. Happy birthday to you. Woohoo! I told you I can't remember two together, can I? I'm useless, aren't I? But anyhow, Anne, Alison, Carol and Carol, have a super birthday. And thanks for joining us at Sugar and Crumbs. And all of you have a wonderful bank holiday Monday. Enjoy the weather. Don't forget to do your shopping. Order your glitters on pre-order. Order your nozzles. I think we're down to 40 sets left. So when I had a look, so 40 sets left. Don't forget to book your class on Wednesday night.
And don't forget Buttercream flowers on Tuesday.
Yes, the final class for Buttercream flowers. And to be fair, I've come up with a nice idea actually. So I don't think I'll let you lot do it. I think I'll just do it, and then you lot can follow it at a later time.
Day off for tea and cake.
No, I think what we'll do is we'll do it at a calm pace, and I'll write a message in the group. Yeah. Whereas I'll decorate, and you lot can all have a little chinwag. And have a little chat with Karen, she can read all the comments out.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right then. India, thank you for working tonight.
No worries.
And as per usual, Karen, you too. And you guys, super. 4 nights in a run. Love you lots. You're great. Bye.
Bye.